Hey YouTube, this is my video of the Glacier Sportsman Model S. As you can see, it is absolutely beautiful. That is the humongous box that it came in. This is my very first trainer plane. Absolutely beautiful. You know, I haven't seen too many reviews on this Model S. Other than the normal reviews, but a lot of people always want to wonder, you know, how does it react with somebody who's inexperienced, somebody who may not have enough flight time. I can honestly tell you this plane is about as easy as it is to fly. As you can see, I painted it all. It's Honda red. It's a latex paint. It doesn't burn through the foam. Has a real nice shine to it. Takes away some of the scale. I mean, it still has some scale, but it's very, very minor. And when you're 300 feet in the air, nobody can see it at all anyway. As you can see, it has different props than what it comes from factory. I break props like no tomorrow. That's definitely something I will say with this right here, since it is a new model. If you are a beginner, you want to pick up a set of these right here. They're the Park Zone PKZ 1090 props. They're meant for the P51, but it's the only one you can find that works with this plane. Even inside the manual, it comes with those props, which I think is pretty sharp looking. It's weird that it has yellow on it, but it adds to the character of the plane. This is the control right here. It is the DX4E, which I find to be quite comfortable. I mean, it fits in the hand perfect. All the switches are easy to get to. You have 3 modes: beginner, intermediate, and expert. I will tell you those modes do work very rapidly. Another thing that I figured out a couple days ago was it has rate, high, and low. Now, that would actually control the steering when you're up in the air. When you put it on high, I mean, it is a drastic effect. And that works with all 3 levels, beginner, intermediate, and expert. It will handle a lot faster. It'll cut corners way quicker. There's no delay to it whatsoever. The control has some type of features here for the rudder, aileron, throttle. I'm not sure how to reverse things and how to do all that stuff yet, so I left it. I have bought a DX6i, which nowhere online you can find to program one of these onto the Sportsman S. I mean, there's tons of videos of this one with the Cub. Not too many videos that shows you how to fully program it, so I don't quite trust it yet, but I picked this up. I picked the transmitter and receiver up with this beautiful case for $100 on eBay, so couldn't beat the price. As far as flight time, you would definitely get about a good 10 minutes out of it. It does last for about a good 10 minutes if you're playing around. If you throttle down just a little bit and you keep it halfway, you can possibly get 12, maybe 13 minutes out of it. I wouldn't trust it too much, not with the stock battery that it has here. It is a 3S 11.1 1300 mAh. It's a pretty good battery. It's nice and light. I definitely do advise when you do get it, you put the Velcro on the back that it comes with, because if not, you will do one of these. Yes, I have smacked this plane about 1,000,000 times. It will launch that battery right through the tray. So, you know, I've already made a couple maiden flights. I'll make a couple more videos of how it does fly. But I am an extreme beginner. This is my second plane. The first plane that I had was the Sport Cub Model S, which I advise if you're a newbie, do not get. I mean, for the price, it's relatively cheap. It was the ready to fly was $130 with taxes, about $140 here in Missouri. The Sportsman S was $349, almost about $360 after the taxes. It wasn't too bad. I think maybe $370, I'm sorry. but the Model S is absolutely perfect. It is a easy to fly plane. It has auto landing. If you notice, I don't have a guard there in the front because I refuse to use the autoland. I want to learn how to do it. So I highly recommend picking up at least 2 or 3 sets of the landing gears, and I would say at least maybe 10 props. I've probably gone through that already. I mean, and it takes about 2 or 3 days. You really can't find these props in the hobby stores, and usually if you do, there's only maybe 1 or 2. I have to go down to my local hobby shop at least 7 or 8 times a day. Well, not a day, but I would say maybe about a week, just because they don't keep these in stock. As for the battery, I would say use one of these. This is the Kinetics. It's a 30C 1800 mAh. This one will fly 15 minutes comfortably. I haven't really passed that yet. I've literally taken it up to 15, and that was it. I didn't want to chance it. I didn't want it cutting out on me. I'm a newbie, so I need about as much propeller action as I can get when I'm trying to land, because it does take me at least 2 or 3 tries. As for the charger that the Model S comes with, this is pretty neat. It comes with a car charger / house charger. So I think they pretty much had it in mind that once you got to the park, you didn't pretty much want to leave or just drive back home. So I think that is a really great feature, that it can plug in from the wall onto here. So you can plug it in your house or you can plug it in your car. I have tried it in a car. It does work. It doesn't just shut off. I didn't need any type of special inverter. This literally did it. I mean, it was perfect. I'm not sure if maybe a Dodge Durango is a little bit different, but it does work, and it does charge just fine. I will say, as a beginner, this investment that you can make with the Model S is perfect. It is absolutely perfect. It is relatively easy. As far as upgrading the controls to something like a DX6i or above that, I would definitely try to call Spectrum. You may have better success than I have. Their technical support system does not pick up the phone. I've probably invested an hour of my life and never actually spoke to anybody. They do have a callback feature. I haven't tried it, but yeah, that's where I've gone. But for the money and the price, I mean, you can't beat it. I've flown this thing in heavy winds. I live here in Missouri, so one day it's hot, one day it's cold, one day it's windy, one day there's no wind. I've flown this maybe about 10 times, I would say, at least minimum. And this plane handles it all. I mean, it has nice speed, nice pickup, doesn't let you down. It is a great overall plane. So if you happen to pick up this plane, the only 3 things I recommend is buy another set of landing gears, buy at least 4 or 5 props, then that way you can continue on flying. You don't have to wait for the delay of 2 to 3 days for your local hobby shop to get it, and upgrade that battery. So yeah, it's the Model S, guys.